The heartwarming story behind the terrible Elsa cake that went viral. So this was a cake, a photo of a before and after Elsa cake that was posted on Reddit. And then of course it went viral because the two Elsas look very different. And a lot of people were quick to assume, oh my gosh, if I was that parent, I would have been so pissed. I would have wanted my money back. The kids would have been so upset. So then we find out the real story, okay? And this is the real story. This is coming from the cake baker. So first of all, you should know that she's a volunteer. And this is for a charity, and the charity makes these cakes. It's called Icing Smiles, and they make these cakes for free for sick children. Okay, so this woman's a volunteer. She starts to see this photo go viral, calling her cake terrible. She writes, the cake was made for Icing Smiles for a really sick little girl. Yes, I know the cake looks like a hot mess, but here is the backstory. I had just lost my grandmother. I'd been with my mom all day comforting her. I came back to work on the cake and I had 2 hours to get it done and delivered. I was so upset. I remember asking for prayer on Facebook to get it done. As I leave to deliver the cake, it started raining cats and dogs. As I was taking the cake out of the truck, the top of the box blows back. The cake gets soaking wet. So the photo that was posted was after I had wiped her face with a paper towel. Yes, I've seen all the really mean comments, some even posted by some of my so-called cake friends that know it's my cake. And at the end of the day, I didn't let that sick baby down. I gave it all I had to give. So make fun of me all you guys want if that is what you need to do to feel good about yourself. Thoughts, 5 words or less.
Just cake, let it go.
Those bullies take the cake.
Yeah. Rushed judgment, let it go. And I'm in this camp because initially when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, if I had ordered that for my kid, and I laughed, and I immediately thought that the cake bake place or that the baker had messed up. Or then you read the backstory and it reminds myself and others just to give people the benefit of the doubt, to learn the facts before we speculate, which we're all so quick to do. But what did you guys think when you first saw the cake?
I mean, first of all, I was like, I could never make that. I was like, that's pretty good.
Well, what do you think of it? Why, it's a very unusual cake, isn't it? Yes.
You gave the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Like, I mean, yes, the before and after, it's not, wasn't in Elsa, you know, as we know her, but like, come on.
There's I don't know, because I see both sides of it, because it's like, that example when you and your friends are messing around and you make like a mum joke and then you find out that your friend's mum like maybe left us, and you're like, oh, I didn't know that. Like, you just react in the moment, and I don't judge people. I judge people if they're being really mean about that moment, but you can't really judge it if someone like just looked at it first glance and like, that's awful. But
people
until you know people have no idea about it.
Yeah, no idea. And I think, but I do think that it's a great lesson for us, because especially with the internet nowadays, these stories, whether it's a viral photograph or whether it's an actual story, they go viral so quickly before we learn the backstory, before we learn the facts, before we start, you know, persecuting people. And it's, you know, it's people's reputations, like not just this woman, set this aside, but other people in general. It's really scary, this mob mentality that happens.
Yeah, you don't jump to conclusions, which is so hard to do sometimes, but like you said, this is a really great reminder.
Especially you said, like with this, in this instance, luckily enough, it was a volunteer, but say for instance, it was someone who actually, this was a profession, she's doing it out of the goodness of her heart, someone that may be caught in a very similar accident, and it's like, you can't really prevent it. If rain's done, that person's business could be affected by that, especially if it goes on Reddit and it goes through that viral thread.
You guys, please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. Big round of applause for our guest today, John.
I'm giving you the applause.
This is for you.
No, this is for you.
This is for you.
Uncle.
And thanks for filling in for Brett, of course, Francis Maxwell. And make sure you guys check out Staten Island Summer, July 30th on Netflix. We'll see you guys next time.